Okay, hello everyone. How are we doing? Happy Sunday. I hope we all enjoy today's service. And also, I hope we all enjoy our weekend. So, real quick, family, if you have been following on my YouTube channel, you guys know what I usually do Sundays like this. Do review some of the pairs that I'm monitoring for the coming week, and then wait for the probability to play out in order for us to take any action. So, before I really dive in deeper, I want us to really have this in back of our mind that anything that I'm looking at for in this financial market, whatsoever I will be pointing at, is my own personal opinion because trading is a very, very high probability game. So you guys should not get caught off, me trying to show us guys my personal ideas, what I'm actually looking at the market should actually deliver. And then we guys should just, keep it 100 that it must happen the way, I expected it to happen. Like, you guys should all know that I'm just observing the masses, I'm doing the opposite in this market. That is all I do, right? With the help of my strategy. So, without really wasting much of our time, let's get to the chart. So, as we can see on my screen right here, we have the forest factory, and we use the forest factory for looking at the coming events that we have, right? That's to look at the fundamental news that are coming out, whether we have an high impact of news or low impact of news, or we have the weekend, which market will not be really high volatile. So, like, looking at this calendar right here, we can see that Monday, that's on 23 of October, as Monday, we have no any news. So that's bank holiday. Very sure that this market won't actually have a lot of volatility. The market will be like just trying to build up liquidity, try to sort of try to rebalance the price action that they left previously. That was on Friday, and then I think Tuesday would be the nice trading day. And looking at Tuesday, as you can see on my screen right here, we have high impact of news like we have GBP, we have Europe, and we have Europe. Like we have like one, two, three, four, five. So Europe here, like something big is about to happen. Like something big is about to happen. We have like those high major impact of news that are coming up on Europe's. That's on Tuesday, and we also have GBP, and we also have USD. Like all the major peers, fam. We have high impact of news you know, coming up on Tuesday. So we really need to take note of that. And if you want to know more about this, you can go to your Chrome and then type in Forest Factory. It's gonna pop up this, and then just click this calendar. It will give you all this data, right? So real quick, let's get the chart. Now we have understand that on Monday we are on a bank holiday, but Tuesday, bro, if possible, just stay away from this market. Like, I'm not gonna lie to us guys. If you're not in a trade, bro, just stay away. Just relax your mind. Look for good opportunity on Thursday, and Friday thereabout. But on Tuesday, bro, be calm, man. Be calm. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Okay. So now let's go to our chart. And look at what we should be paying attention to as the market is about to open in few hours time. Like in how many hours time? Let's take a look at that. In how many hours time? How many hours time? Oh, this is not really working. Okay, I don't know why that is not actually working. So, looking at my first pair that I will start analyzing for us guys right here, as you can see on my screen, we have AUD card. AUD card, and what am I looking at on AUD card? I'm looking for short position. So, like, I don't want to be making my videos so long that when you are watching it, you get boring. So, I just want to point out the setups that I'm looking at, right? I just want to point out the setups that I'm looking at. So, if you are interested, you can add it to your watch list. Let's have patience in seeing how price will be reacting to those setups. So, on the AUD card, this is what I'm looking at, right? This is what I'm really looking at. The market is trending bearish. The market is really trending bearish, which you can see. Previously, the market was trending bullish, which you can see we have high, we have low, we have high, we have a break of structure to the downside, we had a pullback, and then we still have another break to the downside, and the overall sentiment of this market is bearish. So this is reacting off from an area of supply from the higher time frame, which is causing this break. So now my anticipation is to see price coming for this low, this liquidity low. All my anticipation is to see price absorbing all those low, right? I'm expecting price to really absorb those low and continue going lower. So since we are anticipating price should come for that week low, which is this one right here. So this is like a 4 hours time frame week low. Let me quickly show us, guys, so we can see this right. The market reacts off from a daily area of supply. After we react off from a daily area of supply, we shifted from bullish to bearish on the 4 hours time frame. I wait for that pullback. After that pullback, we can see we had a mitigation right from this H4 time frame supply. After we had that mitigation from that H4 time frame supply, we noticed that we have a break to the downside again on the 1 hours time frame. Right, we had a break again on the 1 hours time frame, which probably I'm on sell on this guy right here. I'm on sell. I took my entry from here. That's the first break that actually happened right here. It was a 15 minutes time frame break. I'm on sell on this one right here. So it was, yeah, it is because I'm trying to look at another new setups. That's why I took off everything that I was actually doing right here. But after that, I'm gonna bring it back to continue with the trade, right? So in case the market will continue smashing down, keep making profit. So I just showed us, guys, what the higher time frame is actually telling us. The daily is telling us that we are bearish. The 4 hours time frame is telling us that we are bearish. The 1 hours time frame is telling us that we are bearish. So it is what it is. That's why I'm looking for this short position to be able to take out this weak low right here. And this area, which you can see I highlighted as a breaker block, that is where I am waiting for price to retrace back for a mitigation. And then once we mitigate off that area, I start looking for my area of confirmation on the lower time frame. I start waiting for my confirmation, on the lower time frame, to take my short position. So that is the plan on this particular setup that we can see on my screen. Like it is as simple as this. Like you know I guess if you have been following me, you know how I try to keep my setups very simple and clean, right? So this is what I'm currently looking at for the coming week on AUD card. I don't know why my system went off, but let's see what will happen. I'm very sure it's gonna come back. I'm sorry, my system is. I don't know what's. My system is loading. Okay, okay. So So this is what I'm like looking at on AUD card. I'm looking for a pullback at this area of breaker block, because we notice that this is where the buy actually started from, to sweep the liquidity that is above this high. After we sweep this liquidity, took out all those liquidity that are resting here, market started selling down. Right, market started selling down, and this breaker block here is aligning with this supply zone. And also we can see we have imbalanced price action. Most likely price will come back and rebalance. And also we have this what I call liquidity, probably static liquidity. So some people call it trend line liquidity, that most likely price will come for. So my anticipation is to see price pull back to this area of supply, and then I wait for my lower time frame confirmation, because I'm not a trader that usually go aggressively. I'm a trader that always wait for confirmation. Once we tap in this area of supply, I'll start looking for that confirmation on the lower time frame to take this market short. So this is what I'm really, really looking at on AUD card. Is as simple as this. We can see how the setup truly looks clean, right? So let me bring out my fib level so that we can measure that area which we are really aligned, looking to take our short off from. So this area right here is aligning with our 61.8 of our fib level. So let me bring it out so that we can see, which is a very nice discount price, which we can probably look out for a retracement, right? 61.8 of our fib level. So where is it? Oh, did I 61.8? Okay, 61.8 of our fib level. So can we see it's that this area of our breaker block is really, really aligning perfectly with the 61 0.805 fib level, which is a very nice discount, which we can start looking for a short opportunity from. So this is what I'm currently looking at on NZD USD. If you like this setup, add it to your watch list and then wait for the probability to happen. Just like the way I said from the beginning, whatsoever I'll be sharing with us guys here is my own personal opinion. Trading is a very high probability game, right? So it is what it is. This is my outlook on AUD card. So my next outlook is on Europe USD. Europe USD, like this pair have been doing some shit, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna look at anything on this guy, but currently I'm seeing something that really makes sense. So I'm still like going to pay attention to what the price is actually delivering, and if I see a very nice price action that truly makes sense, I will be trying to capitalize on that setup. I'll try and capitalize on that setup. I mean, so we can see Europe USD probably. Let me show us guys daily time frame. Probably Europe USD, like I'm anticipating a pullback. I'm anticipating a pullback, right? I'm anticipating a pullback, like a weekly pullback. Because if you look at the weekly time frame, right, we can see how the market was actually trending bullish, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We break bearish, right? Came back, induced all those liquidity that are resting below this low. And my anticipation is to really see price selling down to those area, which you can see I highlighted as my area of POI, which means point of interest. Looking at it from the weekly time frame right here, we notice that there is nothing like very serious to look out for. All we can say is just imbalance and then weak that actually sweep liquidity before this aggressive push to the upside. But when moving down to the daily time frame, I'm pretty sure you guys will see the reason why I'm really looking at this area for a mitigation, because Europe USD I'm still long as well. I'm long on Europe USD. I'm anticipating to see market continue going bullish because the overall sentiment from the 12 months, you can go and check that. If you look at the overall sentiment, right, of 12 months, we are really trending bullish. So now on the weekly time frame, probably I'm expecting a pullback that could be able to retrace back to those area which you can see are highlighted as my area of supplies. Once we add this pullback to those area of supply, you guys know what I usually wait for. I wait for lower time frame confirmation to take my shot. So this is the anticipation. And if you're having a weekly area of interest, right, if you're having a weekly area of interest, or we are expecting a pullback from the weekly time frame, probably where we want to start confirming that the weekly is probably ready to start pulling back is right from like the daily time frame. That if you start seeing the daily time frame shifting in structure, or the 4 hours time frame minimum, that's where we start like confirming that okay, the higher time frame, such like the weekly time frame, is ready to start pulling back. So looking at the 4 hours time frame, we notice that we started shifting from bearish to bullish because the market was really trending bearish heavily on Europe USD. We can see like since August, this market has been trading heavily bearish. Like we have been bearish since from August. Like not since from August, family. Like I think how many months since from this is when this bearish move actually started from. This since July, 25th of July, right? That is where we start trending bearish on Europe USD. And since then this market has been putting on nice order flow, right, to the downside. And then suddenly, what did we actually notice? What did we really notice? This market decided to break above this previous lower high, right? After reacting off from some area of demand zone that the institution actually left unmitigated. So let me show us guys, because like if you have been watching my videos lately, you understand that I always preach that this market does not just move because it needs more moves, right? The market move in phases. There are areas where they are causing those highs and lows to be formed. So looking at this area, we can see that we have this area of demand that actually sweep liquidity. After sweeping liquidity, we have this push to the upside, and then price fails to come back and respect this institutional order that is resting here. That's the institution did not really came back to fill up their order, and then they keep buying up. So now look at what's currently going on. They came back perfectly, they mitigated, and then what happened? what happened, the market started reacting up from there, and then it actually caused a break. So the anticipation is to see Europe USD buy up to that weekly area of supply if probable, right? If probable. And with the confirmation of the previous area of demand that price reacted off from, that's why I'm kind of confident in trying to look out for those longs opportunity, right? So now on Europe USD, this was my major area of demand zone, right? But we can see we have a mini area of demand here that price actually reacted off from, and after that reaction, price started breaking structure to the upside. Price started breaking structure to the upside, failing to come back for this liquidity and this imbalance to be filled, and then this institutional candle. But one thing we should always know is not all the time the institutional do come back and close their running position that is in drawdown, or not all the time the institution do come back to capture liquidity or neither fill up an imbalance, right? They don't do that all the time, but I assure us guys that they always come back to fill up those areas that are imbalanced in the market. They always, no matter how long it takes, but sometimes not that appointed time that they do that, right? So we had a reaction off from this area of demand, and then the market started breaking to the upside. We have this break. That's this is an internal break, off from the 1 hours time frame, I believe. Let me show us, guys. I think I had a loss on this like, because I was looking to short the market from here, regardless of the trend, right? Because I was expecting this market should keep going down, right? And then boom, it took me out, and then we started breaking from what from bearish to bullish, and then since then we can see our market has been putting on highs and lows and highs, and then we have what I call absorption. We absorb this low, sweep out all the liquidity that are resting here. So whoever that is looking to buy from here, we can see how it was. They were trapped, and then after they were trapped, what did we actually notice again? This market rallied up. So what I'm really expecting on Europe USD, I'm expecting to see a pullback up from to this. I'm expecting to see a pullback that will actually capture this liquidity that is resting below these lows, and then let's see a mitigation up from this area of demand zone right here. And once we mitigate off that area of demand, I want to see a confirmation in order for me to take my longs opportunity. So it's as simple as this, like, no need to complicate it, right? No need to really complicate it. So here is areas of liquidity for me, because we can see we have equal lows there, right? If you take a look, a very close look, you can see we have this touch and this touch. So most likely, as the market is will be reversing back, I'm expecting to see price taking out this low, coming back to fill up all those imbalances, right? And then let's mitigate this institutional portion that is still in drawdown, and then wait for that confirmation to start going long to target this weak high and the overall H4 high, which we can see right here. So this is our H4 high that probably is like our overall area of TP, right? But because we're having the overall area of TP, which is the H4 high, doesn't mean that if you are on a running position, we're not going to manage our trade properly. One thing we should know is trading management is key. Forget the fact that you have seen yourself on a running trade. If you don't know how to manage that trade, the market is likely to do anything at any time. You can end up giving back the money you made, like, within a blink of eye. So you need to understand how you manage your trade, and you need to also follow that plan properly. Okay, so this is what I'm currently looking at on Europe USD, and there's so many confluences that is allowing me to look at this area as my area of demand, because if you notice what happened here before this impulse momentum push to the upside, like, we sweep liquidity. After we sweep liquidity, since then, the institutional orders, they did not retrace back to fill up those orders, and then they keep buying up massively. Like, we can see how the market was just moving rapidly to the upside. So this is what I'm currently expecting on Europe USD. So let's quickly bring out our fib level to measure, where our area of interest is aligning. I'm very sure this is aligning with 88.6 of our fib level. So we can see this, right, which is a very nice and powerful discount, which I probably look out for, like, in terms of my area of interest aligning with. So this is what I'm really looking at on Europe USD. So now, what is the next pair that I'm also looking at? What is the next pair? So the next pair that I'm currently looking at, I think, is GBP USD, and those pairs are kind of crazy at this moment. Europe USD and GBP USD, if we know, they are pairs that move alike, they correlate, but at this moment, those pairs are doing different things. Like they're just playing a different thing, which is kind of confusing in the market. So that is why we really need to stay very calm in terms of waiting for more extra confirmation in order for us to take our short opportunity, or to take any short opportunity that the market presents to us. Okay, so we need to like wait for multiple confirmations. So now looking at GBP USD, like looking at from the 4 hours time frame, the 4 hours time frame is putting on the same thing with what I just finished showing us guys on Europe USD. We can see the break was even more aggressively, like to the upside. We can see this was the market. The market was truly trending bearish, like the same thing goes to Europe USD. Like for a very long time, this market has been trending bearish, and then we hit one demand zone area, and then we break bullish. After we break bullish, this area here is my area of interest, which I'm really expecting price to react off from, if probably. So price has not really get back to that area of demand, and we can see as the market is trying to retrace back. So probably what I'm trying to do on this setup right here, but if I will not see like a clear price action that truly makes sense to me, I'm just gonna wait for the long position, because the long position look more aggressively to me, right? It look more aggressively to me. So I'm not gonna really stress myself if I did not really see anything tangible to touch here, right? I'm not really gonna stress myself. So I will wait for that pullback to get back to this area of demand, and then start waiting for a confirmation. Wait for confirmation to take my long, because this market can do anything at any time. And one thing I found very interesting is always waiting for confirmation. That is what truly makes my trading idea a sound trading idea. Like if I'm not waiting for that confirmation, it feels like I'm just trading higher highs and higher lows. So it makes sense for me to confirm the area in which I'm looking for, either to take action on, right? Area that I need to take action. I want to wait for confirmation. That is what actually make my trading idea a sound trading idea. So this is what I'm really looking at from the 4 hours time frame. But looking at the 1 hours time frame, the market is really trending bearish, like I said, which we can see we have a very clean order flow. We have a very clean order flow of bearish. We have lower low, lower high, lower low. We have a lower high, and then after we mitigate off this area of supply from the 1 hours time frame, we started shifting from bullish to bearish at the lower time frame. And then this pullback right here is pullback that was like a 15 minutes time frame pullback. This pullback is a pullback that we're expecting, prior it should facilitate another drop to the downside, right? After the mitigation of this area of supply. So let me show us guys that area. Okay, so can we see that? So from the 15 minutes time frame, notice when the market was ascending, we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we had this area which price reaction from, and then we had a pullback, and then price failed to deliver a new higher high, and then we started breaking bearish. So this is like a flip zone, right? At least like a flip zone. And before that drops to the downside, we also seek liquidity. But since then, price fails to come back and retest this area of supply, which we can see price is currently at that area of supply. So one thing that will allow me to go into this trade at this moment is if I see the same thing that I just drew here. If I see it happening, that is the only thing that will allow me to go into this position, this short position. And what is also giving me like confidence in paying attention to this guy here is because we notice that we have a bunch of liquidity, which is dynamic liquidity that most likely price will come for in order for price should deliver to this area, H4 area of demand, for that overall push to the upside. So In order for me to take this shot, like I said, I want to see that break of structure. I want to see this low right here being taken out. I want to see a pullback, and if most likely, after we had a break, like I told those guys that this kind of market scenario, you want to be more extra. Uh, you have to have like more extra confirmations, right? So if more likely, if this will really happen, I want to see a pullback, right? That's what I'm expecting. And as the pullback is happening, as we all know, the market is fractal, right? I want to see this, and then I want to see this, right? I want to see another break like from the 1 minute time frame. That's to really confirm that this market is ready to go down. And then I take my shot from here. I don't need to wait for this pullback any longer, right? Once I started seeing that break, I'm ever ready to start shorting this market. So that's like more confirmation for me to really go short on this guy. So this is what I'm currently looking at on GBP USD. I hope this trade makes sense to you. And if it does, kindly add it to your watch list. Let's see what the market will truly deliver. So look at the area where price reacted from. Or the very clean area which price reacted from that actually is making price to really break this structure. So let's keep an eye and see what the price will play out tomorrow. Right? In few hours time, I mean, because it's Sunday. So this GBP JPY. GBP JPY, like I'm fucking bullish also, but I'm not touching anything. I'm not really touching anything unless I see price here, right? Because first of all, we have our daily time frame area of demand being mitigated. After we mitigate by the week, we started shifting from bearish to bullish, and then we left this area unmitigated. So the expectation is to see like markets breaking down, sweeping out all those liquidity, breaking down, then wait for confirmation that will confirm that this market is ready to continue going bullish, and then we expect all those internal liquidity that is being built up to be captured, and then we keep going higher on GBP JPY. So this is the idea. It's pretty simple and clean, right? No need to complicate it. Like no need to complicate it. This is what I'm currently looking at on GBP JPY. So let's keep an eye on this and see what will actually happen. So like I'm seeing something new actually. I'm seeing something new. I'm seeing like a form of what I call harmonic pattern. Let's take a look at that. So this is like a Gatlic harmonic pattern. So we have the X, A, B. Oh, what is going on? So we have the X, A, B, C, D. So can we see this like extra confirmation that I just spotted? So like this is a Gatlic harmonic pattern. This one right here is aligning with the 60% of 61.8 of our fib level. And then this pullback reached to 38.2, and then we're expecting to see price at 78.2, like 76.2. Like I'm forgetting the fib level number, but let me those numbers are too much. Okay, 78.6 of our fib level. This is where I'm really expecting price should get back to, and that 78 of our fib level is also aligning with this area of demand zone, which makes this area a very high probable for us to pay attention to. So this is what I'm currently looking at on GBP JPY. So now let's go to the last pair. The last pair, right? Yeah, I think that's the last pair, which is NZD USD. NZD USD, I'm looking at it from the 2 hours time frame. Let me keep it from the 1 hours time frame because those are my favorite time frame that I trade. You can see on NZD USD also, I'm seeing a form of harmonic pattern, right? You can see the market is really trending bearish. Like the overall sentiment on NZD USD is really bearish. Right, so I want to keep following that bearish order flow on the lower time frame. So we have lower low, lower high. We have lower low, lower high, right? And then this low yet is not really. We can't consider this as a new lower low yet. And I'm considering this as the XAB as the C leg of our morning pattern. So I'm expecting a pullback that will actually retrace back to this area of supply, wait for confirmation, then we'll continue bearish, targeting this week low right here. So this is the simple setup that I'm looking at on NZD USD. So if it makes sense to you, add it to your watch list. Let's keep an eye and see what this market has to offer, right? So this is what I'm currently looking at for the coming week, and let's see what the market will probably play out. Let's really see what the market will probably play out. So I wish us guys all a profitable week. And we all should make sure that we plan our trade, we trade our plan because it is so important. Do not get distracted by others because others are trading. It doesn't mean that you should trade. Do not be distracted. Always focus on yourself and follow your plan as well, right? Do not be greedy because the market is not my friend, it's not your friend, it's nobody's friend. So you need to always follow your plan and do whatsoever you urge yourself to do in the market, right? And when you're not seeing something, just stay away. Like what I told us guys, if I will not say anything to touch tomorrow, no problem. And Tuesday, I want to even stay away from the market because there's so many high impact of news which can cause too much manipulation in the market. And if you try to force the market, you can end up taking so many losses. So, you have to keep this in back of your mind and then, trade your probability properly. Okay, so I wish us guys all a profitable week. Peace out. I remain Shedrack Jeremiah. So if you are in love with what I do on this YouTube channel, you can kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you know how it will help me if I see your comments on my comment section, and also if I see your likes, like that will actually boost my confidence to keep posting all those content, and I believe that this will really help us as well. So I wish us guys all a profitable week. Bye. Peace out.